What secret did your grandma confess that flipped the way you see your whole family? Not me finding out my entire family history is a lie because of something my grandma said at 2 a.m. last summer. So, I was staying over at her house and she randomly goes, "There's something I need to tell you before I die." I thought it was going to be some sentimental advice about love or life, but no. She looks me dead in the eye and goes, "Your dad isn't who you think he is." At first, I laughed because, what? But then she pulls out this dusty old photo box from the attic, and inside are letters, hospital bracelets, and a baby picture that definitely wasn't my dad holding me. It was another man entirely. Grandma whispers, "That's your real father. Your mom and I promised to never tell anyone." I literally froze. My dad, the man who raised me, wasn't even biologically related to me. The worst part? Grandma swore the entire family knew, except me, and she made me promise not to confront anyone until she gave me the full story. Let's just say I barely slept that night because how do you look at your parents the same after hearing that? The next morning, I tried to act normal at breakfast, but my mind was racing. Every time my dad smiled at me, I couldn't stop wondering, do you know? Or are you a victim too? That's when Grandma dropped the second bomb. Apparently, my mom had an affair in college with her professor, and that professor was my biological father. And here's the twist: he lived in the same town my whole life. According to Grandma, Mom begged her to keep it a secret, but she only agreed because family reputation mattered more than truth. So basically, everyone lied to protect an image. Meanwhile, I've grown up idolizing this picture-perfect marriage that wasn't even real. I confronted Grandma like, "Why tell me now?" And she said, "Because he's sick, he might reach out before he dies, and you deserve to know the truth from me first." I couldn't believe it. My so-called biological dad was alive, nearby, and apparently on his deathbed. The thought that half my life was built on lies made me furious. And worse, I started noticing tiny things: my hair color, my crooked smile, that looked nothing like my dad's side of the family. Suddenly, everything felt like evidence. By the end of that week, I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to dig. I found the professor's name in one of the old letters and Googled him. Sure enough, local obituary notices showed he was in hospice care. Against every warning in my head, I drove there. When I walked into his room, he didn't even look surprised. He whispered, "I knew you'd find me." My stomach dropped. We looked like mirror images. Same eyes, same smile. He admitted everything. My mom was his student, they had an affair, and Grandma forced them to break it off. But here's the kicker: my dad knew the whole time. He agreed to raise me as his own because he loved my mom that much. I walked out of that hospice center shaking. Later at Sunday dinner, I finally exploded. I told everyone I knew the truth, every single detail. The silence was deafening. No one even tried to deny it. For the first time, I saw my family not as perfect role models, but as flawed people, desperate to keep secrets. Grandma's confession didn't just flip the way I saw my family, it shattered the image completely. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever see them the same again.